Hey, hopefuls. Telling you, one day I'm going to remember to put the microphone where it belongs to start with, but that did. Oh, lunchtime live. I don't know where you are, but we're in Indiana, and I've seen sun for 2 days in a row, and it's melted the 12 plus inches of snow we have, and now I see crests or mud, and I'm getting excited. I'm ready for spring. I'm ready for summer. But anyway, right now we're going to be ready for a lunchtime live. Today's topic. Oh, the getting your butt out the door zones, right? Like getting up, getting ready. The one space we're gonna say, space that affects your mornings, right? The added stress we don't need. It's those get ready, get out the door zones. So let's talk closet. We're focusing on kids' room. Remember, it's February, so we're kids month. This could apply to you, or if you're helping someone, maybe you've got kids going off to college and you're helping them make sure that they're ready for this. So even if you don't have littles at home, you could always, share this and then we can help them because no one needs more stress, right? No one does. No one does, especially moms. We don't need more stress when it comes to the kids. So let's get those mornings going a little smoother. Get ready zones, the closets. So you've got the dressers, you've got the hanging things, you've got the accessories, you've got the bins, you've got the totes, you got the boxes. The most, the thing I recommend the most, especially if you have littles in school age, so that high to that high, are if you have a closet or if you have a bin system. So the closet, you can get one of those hanging bin things. Some of them have 5, some of them have 7, some of them have the drawers you can take it in and out of days of the week. So if you've got the littles, you're getting them involved with the laundry. They can pick out their own outfits. Have them pick out their outfits as you are doing the laundry together until they're old enough to take over the system fully, and then set the entire outfit in a bin. So if you've got if you've got a hanging thing from the rack, it's got 5 individual slots. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Outfits are already set out. Accessories are already picked, right? So you've got the tops, you've got the bottoms, you've got the undergarments, you've got everything in there. And so then when Tuesday comes, or Thursday comes, or Friday it snows and it's coming, but we got snow, so we're just gonna anyway. Go right to the space. Pull out the outfit. You don't have to scramble through the drawers. You don't have to hope what they're wanting is clean. You don't have to, which drawer is this? And do we hang shirts? And are we in a dress mood today? Or are we this, that, and the other? No. No, maybe you don't want to do the hanging rod system. Maybe you have like the drawers, those clear stacking drawers. You can do the same thing. You can do a number system if you have just like a dresser drawer system. So every day you get to pull something out of drawers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you have your undergarments, you have your tops, you have your bottoms, you have your socks, you have your accessories. And then it's handing that decision over. Yes, you still have to wake them up 20 times and help them with their buttons and hope that at one point in time, if they're a little older and you've got a built-in donation bin, definitely 10 out of 10 recommend putting a donation bin inside the closet because kids, they grow. They like weeds, right? They grow. And so if you put on a shirt or you put on those pants, right, then you got like the Urkel sock thing happening. I'm like, whoa, those fit last week. What happened? Right? Somebody ate their Wheaties and grew overnight, but those donation bins built in, you take the pants off, they go right into the bin. They can just pull from drawer number 5 again. So that's part of the getting ready in the mornings. It's presetting those systems as much as you can. Donate a day. Hold on. Hold please, because my child, speaking of kids, right? Donate a day to them. We're gonna talk in text. Let's see how bad this is gonna go. But if you donate a day to each child, that's their laundry day. I realized I put a few, and then I was like, no, I need to be specific. See, specifics, because I know his programming means don't tell me a few, tell me a number, right? But if you commit a day, I know if you've got 2 or 3 under the 5 age, you're going to need more than a day for laundry. But if kid one has Mondays are their laundry day, you may still be the one washing it, drying it, bringing the baskets in, or you may be the here's your basket, go deal with it stage. We're all in different stages and spaces, right? Especially with kids and how they handle systems and how we handle systems and my control issues with their systems not aligning what my brain says it should be, all those things. But if you know this day is your day, great. Every Sunday, I'm going to pick out my outfits for the week, or every Tuesday, I know my uniform's going to be clean for practice on Wednesday. So, managing not just the space, right? Not just the stuff in the space. So, you manage the stuff in the space, donate bin, regular check in, 6 months check in, right? The 3F method, that's managing the stuff in the space. You set up systems, number the drawers, put the big colorful things on there, get the hanging rod thing, have them involved. Drawers are terrible, give me some bins. Whatever that is, you're now sorting it. Then we have to sustain it. So that means that's where the schedules come in, right? That's where the maintaining and managing that lifestyle in the kids' room, that get ready zone, those closets, that's where it comes in. You get Tuesdays because you know you have practice on Wednesday and you need a clean uniform. You get Friday, Saturday, Sunday to set out for the next whole week so we don't have to dig with it come Monday morning. Because no one needs more stress, especially not on a Monday morning. Especially not with kids. Just say. So getting the closet set up, getting their habits, systems, control, management in place where it's shifting off of you because kids grow. And I mean, you may be doing all the laundry now because you have a couple kids from 5 to under. But you know what? First grade, second grade, third grade, they can start getting involved. They can really start. You can carry this basket to your room. You can make piles. Just go on the top of your bottom, this top half of your body, or bottom half of your body. They can start making those things. Now, if you start them young, that means you have to let go of control a little earlier too, which is fun. Hold, please. I'm sorry, but I'm not super sorry because I have to deal with some stuff, right? Because parenting. Okay. So if you start them on taking control of their own spaces, being in charge of their own spaces, and then you're like I'm the assistant manager to my child's progress, right? To my child's get ready space. I am no longer managing that. I am no longer in charge of the control, right? I don't even want to deal with it some days, not gonna lie. But now you're just like, you have the tools. I've given you the tools. Now take the tools and succeed, my child. That's goals. The goal is for you to live less stressed and for you to know that once they're grown and out, they won't have to call you how to set up a closet. Ideally for sure. Now, other parts of that starting the morning stuff, let's talk school zones, let's talk backpack zones, let's talk, did we charge our Chromebooks last night? Because it's not just get up, get dressed, get out the door, because you get up, get dressed. Maybe you have to have a breakfast station set up. Everybody grabs a granola bar. Everybody can make their own cereal bowl. Everybody can grab a Pop-Tart. I love me some strawberry frosted Pop-Tarts. It's a treat. We don't normally have them, but like you have that system. That's part of the making your mornings less stressful and more effective. Now you got the backpacks. Make sure we got the coats, we got the gloves. Do you have a locker system for each person? Do you have a hook by the door? Does everybody have a cubby in the entryway closet? Do you have one of those rack things you found on sale that has multiple hooks in the bench? We have to make sure those systems are set up too. So you not only get dressed, you might stop for a snack, but you got to get out the door too, right? Like having a spot for backpacks to hang by a plug. 10 out of 10 recommending help. 12 out of 10 I'm recommending, because then the Chromebooks or devices or whatever, because that's the era we live in. It snowed, we're having an e-learning day process, right? So if it gets to stay in the backpack and charge, you're losing the chargers, you are dropping the Chromebooks, you aren't getting Chromebooks confused at the kitchen table when you have multiple kids. They're staying home. Now, maybe You have a whole locker system. There's 2 hooks in there and a cubby for your shoes. You got your shoes, you got your backpack, you got your hat, coats. All of them go. This is your spot, child number 1. This is your spot, grown spouse number 1. Whatever that is, it's because we got to get out the door too, right? Maybe that's where your coat and work bag live. You got your cubbies because you have to get out the door. That's your get ready zone, get out the door zone. But that's also part of making those mornings more accessible for success, making those mornings more organized. If something is more organized, it is less stressful. So if you've got a cubby for coats, backpacks, coats, backpack, coat, backpack, whatever that is, you could take, like, I have to share those pictures. I'll have to find them when we did the entryway closet. I took some really old shoe racks and hung them on the thing so there's more spots, and dropped the rod down so the coats hang lower because we needed more spots for shoes and tools. We are where we are. But then there's hooks for everybody, right? So making sure those zones are set up either by person or by function. Maybe you have all the coats are in the coat closet. All the Chromebooks are hanging on a hook back of the chair in the kitchen. Those are all part of the get your butt out the door less stressed areas. So we're talking clothes, we're talking coats, we're talking backpacks. So make sure we've got it simplified, right? We are not keeping 7 winter coats per person in the entryway. We're not doing it. We're going to keep the one that we wear every day. The rest, donate. The rest can be decluttered. 1 or 2 could go live in the individual's closet or in the airtight bag things when you swap out seasonal clothes. But that's part of the getting out the door. Your mornings need to be more effective. And if you've got a bunch of clutter sitting around, whether it is clutter that gets used or clutter because you haven't made a decision and just got rid of stuff, whatever that is, you have your prime real estate, not just zones, right? Not just like this zone is my prime real estate, but this is the jacket I grab every day. I don't need my fancy jacket here. That's, see where we're going? See where we're going? So that's just part of it, is make sure that it's not cluttering, make sure the systems are set up for success, and then keep it that way. Check in with the spaces, have the habits and systems in place to keep it. That's it. Till next time, stay hopeful.